MCTV's Let's Talk. I'm Mike Stanzillas, Vice President of Membership and Government Affairs for the Morris County Chamber of Commerce. And today we are truly fortunate to have Alan Zakin of Alan Zakin Associates here for his Member Spotlight. So Alan Zakin is the principal of Alan Zakin Associates, and they're a public relations and communications firm, and they have successfully implemented programs for numerous government, not-for-profit, and corporate organizations. Mr. Zakin has served as the chairman of both the Morris County ELC and a founding trustee of the Center for Public Policy Research of New Jersey. It's a public policy think tank. He currently serves as chairman of the Morris County Chamber of Commerce Government Affairs Committee and the Seagirt Conservancy. He's a graduate of Rutgers University Law School in Newark, and Mr. Zakin is very familiar with public policy and land use issues, as he currently serves as the Planning Board Counsel for the Borough of Wharton and also serves as Assistant Counsel to the Land Use Board of the town of Hackettstown. So Alan, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mike. Great to be here, and I'm glad the Chamber's hosting this.
Yeah, it's really great to have you here. At the Chamber, we rely on you a lot in your role as the chairperson of our Government Affairs Committee to keep us in the loop. You have your finger on the pulse of what's happening politically here in New Jersey. So 2021, it's a huge year for us politically in New Jersey. Why don't you tell us what we're looking at and what's going on?
Well, Mike, thank you. And every year is a big year in New Jersey because we have elections every year, unlike most states. 2020, obviously, presidential was the big thing surrounding COVID. We also had the congressional races and some county and local races. This year, all 120 members of the legislature are up, and we have a governor's race. And then also we have 3 of our 7 freeholders, and we have various mayors and councilors we do every year. So there's a lot going on. Also this year, we'll have a 12-month budget. Because of COVID, we had separate 9- and 3-month budgets, and there's a lot of implications for Morris County and the state regarding that budget as well.
Yeah, there's a lot going on this year. So ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned and keep informed, and Alan is here to help us with that. So speaking of Alan's help with that, Alan, as you know, serves as the chairperson of our Government Affairs Committee. And every month he hosts a meeting with a state senator, a congressperson, somebody from the legislature. The list just goes on and on and on. It's a really robust committee. And so it's a chance for you to come and find out what's going on. But I've noticed that it's a very sort of niche crowd. Although it's a big turnout, I don't see a lot of the general members going to the Government Affairs Committee, Alan. So what are the benefits of going to this committee, and why would a person who's not involved in government want to be going to this committee?
Well, first of all, it's free, not just during COVID, as many things are, but thanks to our general sponsor, Tilcon, we've had other sponsors. They're no charge to attend, whether when we go back to in person or online. And there's great networking, great people. And also, as I say, every business needs to be involved with government. It's every business's silent partner. Whether you like it or not, you pay taxes, you drive on roads, you have restrictions from COVID. And it's very, very important that just like you need to stay in touch with your clients and customers, you really need to stay in touch with government, because the worst time to first reach out to your government leaders is when you need them. If you've reached out to them just to maintain that relationship and build a relationship, things flow much more smoothly when you do have a problem, as we all do with government and need to reach out.
So let's go further into reaching out. When
Sure.
a person comes to your committee, and let's say it's a congressperson or one of our state senators, can they get a chance to speak with them sort of one-on-one at the committee, ask them questions? How does it work?
Absolutely. I have to say, whether it's our congressional delegation, members of the governor's cabinet, whether it's legislators, local mayors, or our county commissioners, formerly freeholders, they've been very responsive, very transparent, very forthcoming, not only to speak to people and answer individual questions at the meetings, but if there's any follow-up afterwards, they've always been responsive to get back and get people in touch and answer any and all reasonable questions or help with concerns. So people that do get involved, some of whom are new, find it really very valuable.
Yeah, I find it very valuable. I couldn't agree with you more on that. I find it interesting, especially in New Jersey. Most people don't really know what legislative district they're living in, what congressional district, who their assembly persons are, who their state senator is. They know the president and they know the mayor, and that's kind of it. So through you, they will not only learn what legislative district they're in, they'll get to speak with their legislators directly. So it's a great benefit for chamber members. Let's talk about public relations. So you're the head of this really successful public relations firm. Some people know what public relations firms do. Some have a vague idea. So tell us a little bit about what a public relations firm does and what your firm does.
Sure. Well, generally, public relations firms, Mike, they reach out and help communicate your message to help build your business to your target audience. Some work with entertainers, work with hotels, restaurants, musicians. And what I do is I work with people that are trying to reach government and their community and extend the message to help grow their business and make their mission achieved more easily.
Yeah, it's great. You're really working with communities, you're working with municipalities, you're working with businesses, all to sort of see where they cross section of those entities are and where you can help them or where they need help. Now,
Right.
the pandemic has really obviously hit everybody hard, some more than others. With you and your customers, your clients, what are some of the struggles that you helped your clients with during the pandemic?
Well, certainly COVID has affected everybody. And to that end, we've helped folks get their message out and particularly work with government, particularly getting employees to make sure that they could get to their jobs when they're essential workers, and not only make sure that government was okay with them doing that, but to ease the mind of their employees that they were safe and not going to get in trouble by going to work and doing what they needed to do. And one big example of that was the New Jersey Manufacturing Extension Program that works with state manufacturers. Manufacturing is an essential business. And to that end, that even when there was restrictions on groups of people in one building, there was exceptions if essential manufacturing service were being provided. And we helped get the message out to some towns that were well-meaning, but restricted these groups of manufacturers from assembling, sometimes having to reach to the governor's office or the attorney general's office to make sure that message was communicated, that they were essential. And not just for these businesses, but ancillary businesses that weren't technically manufacturing, but maybe made boxes or labels or were involved in logistics, that these were part of the process of delivering these essential manufactured goods, whether they were PPE or drugs or food or other things that folks needed to get through the day.
Yeah, it's incredible what was considered essential, what wasn't, and how that was a running process of defining and redefining that every week. I think it's great that you have all of these connections at Trenton and throughout the state where you're able to go directly to the source to help your customers. So, Alan, any parting words for the chamber members?
Well, one thing I would say, as I say, government is your silent partner, whether you like it or not. So please get involved in the Government Affairs Committee. Think of it as another client and reach out. You as a mayor yourself know how important it is, but you're a great resource for the chamber, as is Megan, our president who has government experience. And it's just one of those assets that people should take advantage of as part of their chamber membership and chamber involvement.
That is great. So speaking of assets that people should take advantage of and chamber members, Alan Zakin Associates is a great asset for us here at the chamber. I highly encourage you to take advantage of that and reach out to Alan, and he'd be more than happy to help you with any of your public relations needs, especially in the government sector. So thank you so much, Alan, for being here today.
Well, it's great to be involved with the chamber. I've really found it very fruitful and able to help lots of clients and my community. And thanks for all you and the chamber does, Mike.
So thanks to Alan Zakin Associates, and thank you to all of our Morris County Chamber of Commerce members. We truly appreciate your support. Thank you.
Have a great day.